tuning in to the show, however you are listening to it. And all we ask you are three things. First off, share. Share what we're doing. Let people know on your Twitter or Facebook timeline, whatever your social media platform is, let people know that we are, where you are listening or watching the show at. Let people know that they need to be here. Number 2, our phone number is 202-470-6738. 202-470-6738. Again, 202-470-6738. And number 3, the third thing, oh wait, hold on. I have to give my fist bump to my members on the RSBN. Boom, there it is. Boom, there we go. All right, blow it up. The third thing is when you do call into the show, bring passion, okay? Because I'm telling, look, nobody out there right now, and I think I said this sometime last week, and my co-host, which I'll bring on in just a second, will also back me up. Nobody should be feeling down right now. I mean, I told y'all this electoral vote thing was just going to blow over. It was just going to blow over, okay? So, okay. All right. Now that was weird because it wouldn't let me attach the phone to us. Now that was weird. Okay, look. Hutch, I'll call you right back.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, we got, hold on, 847. Hold on. When you do call in, make sure that you bring your passion because nobody has anything to worry about right now. Nobody has anything to worry about because Donald Trump on the 20th of January is going to go in. He's going to take the oath. He's not even going to all of the inaugural balls. He's only going to 2. He's only going to 2.
Man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, when you call in, make sure that you are full of passion because if you call up here and you call in the doldrums, then I'm gonna have to fuss you out. All right. So right now we have a caller on the line. 847. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Steve. I'm calling from Illinois.
Go ahead, Steve.
Just really happy that we're all doing what we need for the people. We're all here together tonight, just celebrating, and we all need to stick together and look out for each other.
Right.
And I just see a lot of hates going around. I still have some bumper stickers on my car, but I don't really care. But really, I'm thankful for having your show, listening to you, watching you, and just keep up the great work, man. I just wanted to call in to say thank you.
Hey, Steve, thank you a lot for your phone call. Really appreciate it, and we love to hear from people that are listening to us because that lets us know that we're doing our job. Let me introduce my co-host from the PA. Talk about Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. What's up, Hutch?
Good evening, Wayne. I can finally talk to you. It's a pleasure. It's been a long time, my man.
Everybody was like, Wayne is frustrated on Friday night.
Should have seen me.
Oh my God!
I was breaking lamps and turning computers over, and oh my goodness.
Oh my God! And then we also have the Southern Belle, Miss Stacy Rush from Georgia. What's up, Stacy?
Hey y'all, not much. Just happy to be on with you and Hutch this lovely Monday evening. How y'all doing?
All right. Hey, if you are watching this on Periscope or if you are watching this on the Right Side Broadcasting Network, I was gonna wear my "Make America Great Again" polo shirt tonight, along with my Air Force cap. Well, actually, I wasn't gonna wear the Air Force cap. I was gonna take the Air Force cap off because I want to keep it clean. I was gonna take the Air Force cap off and then wear my "Make America Great Again" polo shirt. But right before the show, my Air Force hoodie came in. So, sorry, peeps.
I was going to say, I think you visited the Air Force store.
When I saw the stuff, I was like, I got to get that. So yeah, so
Only a veteran would understand.
that's right,
that.
that's right, and it's popping, man. When I go into Dunkin' Donuts, they gonna know, baby. They gonna know. Hey, were you in? You know what's crazy too? Is you go in there and you wear all this stuff, and then somebody walks in. Were you in the Air Force?
Yeah, right.
Or
I was actually looking at you. I thought maybe you shut the heat off or something.
I did before the show because I didn't want to burn up sitting here. I was because the heat was on, and I was sitting over here getting ready. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pass out before the show is over. I can't do this. Stacy, how was your weekend?
Oh my goodness. It was so busy and wonderfully filled with holiday family stuff. Got together with the extended family twice this weekend. So it was lovely. Absolutely enjoyed it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me let you know, Stacy and Hutch have been with me for a while. They've been with me for over 4 years, I think. 5 years.
I can't believe it's been that long. Gosh,
4
time
years.
flies.
It's been a while. I keep getting these Facebook memories, and
I know, me too. I'm like, man, I used to look young back then. Yeah.
Hey, we did it though.
Yeah, we did it. We're here.
That's
still
to
here.
everybody listening and watching too.
Yeah, we're still here. We are still here. Some people have dropped off. Some people's not even doing it anymore. Some people are doing it to. You know how you have hundreds and you have thousands and you have 10,000s. Where some people are doing it to fives.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
He had tens of people listening to that thing.
So, I mean, honestly, we're happy to be here. Happy to be here, especially on the Right Side Broadcasting Network. They're starting up the network full time, 24/7. They're going to be doing the show. So you'll be able to watch all manners of the night, all manners of the day. You'll be able to watch the Right Side Broadcasting Network. That's
a good deal. That is.
That's a real good deal. I mean, it's gonna be crazy, but Hey, Stacy, were you coming up here for the inauguration?
I may be. It's still kind of up in the air at this point, but I have 2 potential invites, and I'm trying to see if I can work it out.
Okay, well, I got to send you an email so that you can try to get a credential.
Oh, yes, please do. Please do.
I'll send you that. Now, it does say that nobody's guaranteed. So, but we.
But you're Wayne Dupree. I mean, come on.
That's right. Mine's in. Mine's submitted. Very proudly.
Yeah. And let me see how these White House credentials go too, and I'll let you know about that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was football day. My Dallas Cowboys won last night.
They helped the Atlanta Falcons out too. So thank you very much.
Wait a minute. Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they're in the 5th spot, right? Atlanta's in the 5th spot now, right? No, 4th spot.
4th at Tampa Bay, we had the same record as they did. So y'all helped us out there with that big win. Not that we didn't expect it.
I'm pulling for the Carolina Panthers right now. You know that, right? I'm pulling for the Carolina Panthers to beat the Redskins. I mean,
well, let's see. The Steelers won, and let me think. They're in first place. They're used to it.
Did they win?
They did.
And Baltimore won.
But Baltimore's one behind, so.
And Houston?
Not sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope that we don't see y'all in the playoffs because y'all are fierce. And, with that last minute acting like y'all going to throw the ball down in the ground and stuff. That little trickery. We supposed to be playing football. We ain't supposed to be playing tricks, man. Okay.
You know what our coach says? We're going to articulate the ball down the field. He comes up with all kind of different.
Okay, look, let's talk about this. It's a whole lot of things that happened today. A whole lot of things popped off today, and I didn't know if it was all coordinated. You have the electoral college today. We found out that Barack Obama is possibly going to run a stealth government in Washington, D.C. He's bought property. Well, not bought property. He's buying property, or he's leasing, or he's leased property in Washington, D.C.
Given it by George Soros.
Yeah. I mean, so he's going to stay, and he's going to try to recruit young people to increase the bench of the Democratic, which I really don't care. I really don't care about it, because I'm telling you, if things work out the way that things have started within the Trump administration, I don't care if you're a Democrat at all. Y'all don't have a chance. Y'all don't have a chance in 2018, 2020, 2024. You don't have a chance. If he does half the stuff in the next 4 years, just half, they're going to elect him for another 4.
There's going to be a day, and it's going to come pretty shortly, that everybody that's working in the United States of America is going to get paid, and they're going to look at their pay stub and their paycheck and go, whoa, hold on. This guy isn't that bad. When that tax rate goes down,
right?
Everybody's going to get instant money that they earned. It's their money. It's not like the government's giving them money. But I mean, if that doesn't convince you, what will?
Yeah. Let me, and then, okay, and I'm going to move off the Obama thing, and I'm going to go over to what happened in Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey, Germany, and Switzerland. 3 bangers today.
I mean, that's just weird to me. That's just weird that they waited until today. You know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, you know, I mean, I'm not a conspiracy guy. I just think Barack Obama has something to do with it. But I'm not a conspiracy. You know, I mean, he's wielding his power over there, you know, in his homeland. So, I mean, I figure, you know, he's doing something, man. He's doing something. But Trump is showing America how it feels like to win. And that's something that Hillary Clinton could not do. Hillary Clinton lost in 2008. She lost in 2016 like 3 times.
3 times, right.
3 times.
4 times in 8 years.
She can't tell us anything about how to win for America. Donald Trump. Go ahead, Stacey.
Oh, I was going to say, and how about the fact that wasn't this supposed to be like the biggest deal ever, according to the mainstream media? I mean, didn't they just have everybody thinking that everyone in America was so up in arms because she won the popular vote after all? And then what did she end up doing today? She lost more electoral votes than that.
Look, honestly, listen, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why Hillary Clinton lost is not, it doesn't have anything to do about this Russian hacking. It doesn't have anything to do about, honestly, it really didn't have anything to do, well, I was going to say it really didn't have anything to do about Donald Trump. People just don't like her. They didn't like her in 2008. They voted for an inexperienced community organizer. Now, that'll tell you something right there. Somebody who had never ran a budget, ran an office, created jobs. They elected him over her. And now, all of a sudden, then a socialist was beating her tail up and down the street that she had to cheat. She had to cheat. And then Donald Trump, a businessman, and this, I think this hurts her more than anything. Because a businessman beat her, not a politician. A businessman that, albeit he has experience that a whole lot of politicians don't have, and a little bit more far-reaching too. But he wasn't a politician, and she spent over $1 billion, and she couldn't beat a non-politician with over $1 billion of the money that they raised. I was reading where some Democrat was like, I ain't giving a god darn red cent until I find out what's going on with the money that I put in and why we lost. I'm not playing.
Can you imagine them over in Dubai saying the same thing? And over in Yemen going, what happened to our money, man?
Yes.
Who was in charge of giving it?
Hence the Russian hacking is the cause being ratcheted up, right? Oh. It's always about the money. You know, you've got these big donors saying, what happened? We donated tens of millions of dollars and we got nothing for it. Right. It's because of the Russians.
And what the Russians do, the Russians finally let the Democrats come true on their promise of transparency. You know, they put out everything how they really are.
They helped them along, yeah. You know, John Podesta came on it. What gets me about this, and then we'll move over to the killings. What another thing that gets me about what the media is doing and what John Podesta, you know, the spirit cooking guy, and what they're doing is they keep wanting to bring this up and they don't have proof. Who is it? Kellyanne Conway was talking to the CBS guy, and the CBS guy kept bringing it up, like, so Donald Trump is sidestepping the intelligence of the CIA, and Kellyanne was like, okay, but where's the proof? And he turned around. Well, it's up to Trump, and I'm paraphrasing. It's up to Trump to prove that it didn't happen. No, dude, no. What is wrong with you? And that's the way it is with all liberals, man. They get it backwards. We have
and, not to let Fox News off the hook. Chris Wallace did the exact same thing to Reince Priebus. 4 times he asked him that question. Are you saying that Donald Trump doesn't believe the CIA? And I'm in the back on say no. Say
right.
No, he doesn't believe him. Right. Quit sidestepping.
I'm serious, man. The way they think, we gotta sign the bill before we find out what's in it. I'm serious, man. No liberal should ever be in an office until they grow the hell up. Because this is backwards thinking. We're gonna punish the job creators, and then they're gonna have to hire people. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't have to hire nobody. Well, actually, they don't have to hire as many people as what the government wants them to.
And you guys, is it me, or does it seem like we're watching a circus? I mean, it just doesn't even look like we're watching serious people.
It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Stacey, it's crazy. I mean,
I think that they're just, what you're watching is the last gasp. I mean, the mainstream media is trying in every way to show that they still have power, with this, what I call fake news, that they tried to really ratchet up this whole electoral college vote today, like it was going to be this mass defection that it wasn't. They're just continuing to show how irrelevant they are day in and day out.
Yeah, fake news. They're all into the fake news after years and years of giving it to the American people. They have lied to the American people. They have lied to the American people about what's happening in Aleppo.
Oh, you're so right. You brought that up, and it made me search, and I did an entire segment on that. It is so bad.
It's bad.
The reporting about that.
Yeah, they're acting like it's honestly they're acting like it's Putin's fault and Assad's fault. And when you see somebody running down the street, then our media is quick to say they're running because Assad is shooting at them.
Right. And the one side, not to get all into it, but there's 40 or 50 different groups on the other side, trying to take over the government. It's not a civil war. It's a freaking invasion. It's terrible, lazy reporting.
It is. And here's the thing. We don't have nobody on the ground over there to really give the truth. Except
all the journalists, so-called journalists, are all on the rebel side. Nobody's covering Western Aleppo.
Right.
It's bad.
It's ridiculous. But what happened in Russia? You know what? The last time I saw somebody shot on TV that was high ranking was Reagan, I think.
But today you did.
That was weird to see.
That was.
I mean, I'm surprised that the video was still left up on social media, because usually they take that stuff down. But that ambassador was shot in the back. He looked like he was shot twice.
He was shot about 6 or 8 times. That guy was riddling him.
And then let me ask y'all this then, because I thought it was weird. He did it in front of the cameras. The cameras weren't turned off, And that guy was allowed to say whatever he wanted to say. The shooter was allowed to say whatever he wanted to say. It's like, wait a minute, you don't have no security in there to shoot him or something? I mean,
if you look at the footage, and not the video, but there's other pictures, still pictures of it. When he fired that first shot, all the cameramen booked.
Yeah, dude.
They were out. They were laying down on the ground, and that camera was on autoplay, man.
Somebody was like, close up shop. 86, that woman over there right there. But look, no more drinks.
He lit that guy up, man.
Golly.
I can't get over it.
And Putin, did you hear what Putin say?
He's not going to take it lying down, that's for sure.
No, he's not. He was like, "We go."
That was leadership.
I don't care who. I know who shot him. I want to find out who told him.
Right. There's something.
He was like, "I want to find out." Go ahead.
He came out like a boss, man. He came out and he said, "Look, this isn't Benghazi." Mm-hmm. He said, "ISIS ought to be scared. This isn't Benghazi, and I am not Obama."
Okay.
I was like, people are going to go now.
We got 518 on the line. 518, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Joanne from New York.
How you doing, Joanne? What's on your mind real quick?
Good. You told me to call back weekly, so this is my weekly call. Want to tell you that God is so good, and he won for the third time now. Now will they shut up?
Nope.
Now they need to shut up.
There we go. And
oh my God, it's crazy. I mean, I saw an article in the paper. They said the electoral vote, despite drama, voted for Trump. I'm like, what?
Yeah, their drama. They caused the drama.
They couldn't just give it to him.
Yeah. Well, you know, he blew her out like 3 times. So
yeah.
I mean, if this doesn't make her go away and sob her liberal tears, I don't know what will. So
I know.
All right, dear. Thank you, dear.
All right, you're welcome.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That was Joanne from New York.
You know, they were saying in the chat room about, you know, they did whack the guy a couple minutes later. And I saw those pictures too. And there was holes in the wall behind the shooter. And I don't know what they were using, man, but those were some big ass holes, man. I mean, they come in and they were not playing.
That's what I'm talking about.
They were like baseball size holes in the drywall, man.
Yeah,
like, wow.
Yeah, but you know, he gave his Batman monologue before.
Yeah, he did.
Before he rolled out, he was like, "When I was young, I grew up in a village." Man, get this man off TV.
Pow, pow, pow. But you know, this is a reason why, you know, I question, you know, if you look at where we are right now with treaties, Turkey, which is, this guy was Turkish, it happened in Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey's one of our NATO allies. And I'm thinking, now, what if Putin rolls some tanks in Turkey? Do we have to defend Turkey?
Oh man!
Because an Islamist murdered their ambassador.
Yeah.
We need to rethink that. That's. I'd never doubted Trump. He said we need to rethink the NATO situation. I agree with him 1,000%.
Now I told you. I told both of you. I'm not a conspiracy person, but I've been reading some boards, and some boards will be like, yeah. Well, Obama did say that they were going to retaliate.
Well, Obama's one of Erdogan's biggest allies.
Yeah.
That was the guy he called when he got reelected.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And you remember when they were trying to take the country over and Obama caught Erdogan?
Yeah, the coup.
So.
Yeah.
Well, I see.
Gotta get rid of him, man. January 20th can't come. Go ahead, Stacey. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
No, I was
Stacey.
just going to say, I see Obama took it seriously. I understand he went right out and started golfing. Right after all this happened.
You know what? I told you I ain't built for jail. There's just some stuff I just can't say. Seriously, and it's not about being.
But you really want to.
But I really want to, and I really want to tell you something about those golf clubs. I really do. Because
hey, he laid the law down.
Some people
he laid the law down.
Yeah, well, some people need some new.
He laid the law down. He told All right, our rhythm is off, man. You go.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Look, some people need to.
It's the rhythm.
See. All right, go. I'm finished.
It's your show, man.
Oh man! All right, so listen. Somebody needs to give him some new clothes wear, like iron. What? I don't know why halter tops was coming in my head, but
Garanimals,
no,
tank tops,
that's in my head.
bell
too.
bottoms,
No, the stuff
yoga pants.
wraps around the neck. You know, the stuff that wraps around the neck. Whatever it is, he needs it wrapped around his neck. He needs one of those.
But he
five
told him
irons.
what to do.
5
He
irons.
told him to cut it out.
Yeah.
He said,
I
"You
know.
better cut it out."
Yeah.
I told him to stop it.
Can you
He needs
believe-
to just cut it out?
Can you believe that he told him to cut it out before the election? But then he said, and then he said that they stopped. But then they still saying that that Russian hacked the election. That didn't make sense to me when he said that. You remember he said that? He was like, "Yeah, well, you know, we met, and I told him to cut it out." Well, you know what? I saw that meeting. That meeting was on YouTube. There's a video on there, and they didn't talk for but 3 seconds. They just shook hands, and Obama looked away, and Putin looked and Putin looked at him, and Putin went another way. So I don't know when he said cut it out. But I don't think Putin is going to be taking any orders from Obama. And I don't know what kind of world this is when I like Putin. But that's what Obama does to me.
I'm the same way. It's like, why am I rooting for Putin?
I know.
I watched him say it. I'm a cold warrior, man. I have a certificate signed by the Secretary of the Army in my bar that says I'm a cold warrior. And I'm up here thinking, well, yeah, that's what leadership looks like when you tell the enemy.
Yeah.
You know.
Those that are trying to call, you can call back in. We are talking about some of the headlines today, and we're taking. Usually, we don't take as many phone calls on Monday as we do during the week because we are coming back from the weekend. 408, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from? 408.
Hello there.
If you call it to the show, you're. Oh, there she goes.
Yeah. 202-470-6738. 202-470-6738. We're and now let's see 239. I wish I knew where that was. 239. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Terrible Tom, Naples, Florida. How's it going, boys and girls?
What's up? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm just surviving another 83-degree day. Hey, I got 3 bullets for you. It was a little warm today, man. I'll be about 75. It's sweating out there. Anyway, 3 items. Number 1, today is a great day. We must celebrate. All the nonsense is out of the way. Now it's formalities. Item number 2. Don't worry about that Russian guy, Pooty Poot. You know how the Russians handle stuff, and that guy's family and his cousins and his third cousins, and the Turkish guy that shot the Russian guy, they're gone, man. Those guys are going to be wiped off the planet. But you know, my last item, and this hit me like a ton of bricks today. And I heard a bunch of these talking head liberals and even a few conservatives or shaky conservatives like Stephen Hayes babbling today. And it really, in the 1980s, I worked at General Motors, and there was a horrible car called a Cadillac Cimarron. It was a crappy Chevy Cavalier with some chrome and leather seats. And it was a dud. But I remember I spoke with marketing people, and they just said, well, we just have to market it harder, okay? It was still a crap product. And I'm thinking, oh, my God, it hit me finally today. Hillary Clinton was a Cadillac Cimarron. Just a crap product. You could put $2 billion of message behind it, and it was still a crap product. And there's no amount of marketing, television, advertising, motto sayings, or anything that could wipe the stink off of that lousy product. And I keep hearing these people say, "Oh, it was our message. Our message." No, it was your crap product. Yeah. It wasn't your message. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that in, guys, that Hillary Clinton was just one big crap product. Anyway, have a great evening, guys. Wonderful as always.
Thank you, Tom.
That is how you do a call.
Hillary Clinton.
That's how you do a call.
Show. Crap product. Yeah, that was cool. 715, you're on the line. What's up?
Hey, Wayne.
715, go ahead.
Hey, Wayne, this is Zoe from the great state of Wisconsin. How are you tonight?
I'm fine, Wisconsin. How you doing?
Oh, real good. Hey, I just wanted to say I was in the Air Force and did two tours over in Turkey. And just wanted to say, most of the Turkish people over there are absolutely wonderful. In fact, it was probably the best tours that I ever had, and I was all over the world.
Well, thank you for your service. And the Air Force is the best anyway, so,
Yeah, we were stationed at Incirlik from 82 until 86. And then we went back in 89 and we were there until 91. And we were there when they bombed Libya and, it was pretty hot in that part of the world at the time. We were there when Lebanon got bombed.
Yeah.
And,
I remember
that. There were some pretty serious things going on. But to get back to what happened today, I guess what I wanted to say is, we can't take all of the people in a country and say that they're all bad, because it's a beautiful country and there's a lot of our history and biblical history that's right there.
That's true.
Hey, you know what? Thanks for the call. We appreciate it. You're right. But we have some soul searching to do about what we're going to do with our alliance with Turkey, because they're involved in so many different things that are unsavory right now, including in Syria. So the civilians are nice. They are in most every country, but the government, man, that's the part that we really have to think about.
Yeah, that government thing. I mean, and I'm shocked that the administration has gone backwards, and I shouldn't be shocked, but I am shocked because the administration has gone backwards on Syria, and now this thing that happened in Turkey. But then we move over to what happened in Germany with the truck going through the crowd. Now, what happened in Ohio State wasn't a truck, but it was a car that went through the crowd. And then last year, in France, right? It is in France. The truck
in Nice, France, on Bastille Day. Yes,
the truck went through the people. It's like, oh, you know what? And one of the things that I learned about a vehicle when I was getting my driver's license, they were like, your car, it can be used as a weapon. It was just one of those things. You have to be careful. You have to be responsible with your car because your car could be turned into a weapon. And if that's what they're doing. If that's where they're going,
they absolutely are. I mean,
know.
They call it out. They call it out in their magazine.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What do you do from there?
Stop letting them immigrate.
Right.
Well, I'm talking about the. I'm talking about the ones that are here now. Well, and go ahead.
Maybe you arm security personnel with some type of weapon to be able to stop vehicles. I mean, I don't know. The one thing I don't want to do I don't want to see us turn this into. I was listening to Greg Gutfield, who I can almost not stomach anymore. But he was talking about security this and security that. Do we want to live in a police state? I don't think so. You know, it's a thing. When things like this happen, you have to weigh it. Do we really want to lock down, you know, or do we want to kill it at the source? Start calling it what it is and I mean, fight it that way. I don't know how you stop vehicles from plowing into crowds. I mean, that's something that, do we want to change our entire infrastructure? That maybe we do, to where we put, you know, barricades up, you know, around populated areas. I mean, this was a Christmas store. You know, if we end Christmas stores, they win. Right.
And I think that that's what they're trying to do is hit the soft targets like that, Hutch. And it's a scary thought. I don't think we want to live that way here in the U.S., but what we can do is learn from what's gone on in Europe, and we can make sure that we are, you know, putting a halt to our immigration.
We got, let me see what it is. We got 406 on the line. 406, go ahead. 406.
Joe in Montana. Hey, Wayne, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wayne? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Hillary losing 7 electoral votes. That is funny. 4 of them in Washington were successful, that she had lost, that voted for somebody else. And the other 3 were Minnesota, Maine, and Colorado. And they were attempted. And what?
Oh. Check your, hey, you know what? I didn't even get his name. When you call up again, just make sure you check your connection, okay? Make sure you check your connection. But going back to the Germany, the Germany thing, I mean, just so much carnage today on a day that the Electoral College met. That's why I said everything just was weird, you know?
Yeah, and I don't like to be a I didn't even think about that, Wayne, today until you said something, and it you know, it's situations like that, and like we've said before, where Barack Obama will go out and make a statement like we're perfectly safe and we haven't had a terror attack, and then the next day something will happen, you know, and then to have this happen on the same day that Donald Trump was officially made the president-elect, I can see where people are thinking, you know, that the two could be related. I certainly hope not, but God knows there's a lot of powerful people who are really frightened at this moment with the president-elect Trump. So I guess never say never.
Sorry, I had to get my plug. I don't know where Hutch went, but I had to get my plug. All right. So
I guess if I unmute my mic, it would be more, you know.
Well, you know, that might work.
The show, you know.
That might work.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, yeah, Stacey. I mean, I don't know. You know, I try to live in a common sense world, not a conspiracy world. But that's just too much. You know, that's almost like saying, you know, you got your family living with you, you got uncles and aunts, and all these people living with you, and then they all come. Well, actually, they aren't living with you, but they all coming over there at the same time in your house, and now all of a sudden you got to put on a happy face because everything is all crazy, and you know, that's just too much damn family in one house. Well, the same thing with all these things that happened today. That's just too much coincidence.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think that we need to understand that, you know, the media comes out and they call all these groups. You got Al-Nusra and Al-Qaeda, and you got this over here and this over there. But what's the common bond? The common bond, and I mean, I'm not going to say I hate to say it, but it's Islam. You know, the book says that we want to take over the freaking world. So can we please read the book and understand that this is all connected? And there are a lot of these people out there And until we understand that they are trying to take us over, and when I say us, I mean the Western world, everybody that's civilized and has indoor plumbing and everything else, they're trying to take us over.
Yeah, they don't like that indoor plumbing.
No, they wash their feet in the sink. It's nasty.
Yeah,
but
they're nasty people.
This is one of the things that got Donald Trump elected, because he refuses to succumb to political correctness. And you are going to hear immediately on January 21st, we are going to start calling these people out for who they are.
Hey, check this out. I was just thinking about what you just said. Can you imagine? Can you imagine for his inaugural address? He's standing in front of the whole world. And one of the things that he says is, you see all the media won't turn these cameras so that you see all these people that are here on the Washington Mall. But then the media is like that, though. The media is corrupt.
I wouldn't.
Can you imagine him saying that?
He won't do that.
I know he won't. Hopefully he won't. But
well, if he did,
it's a new day. It's a new day, man.
We're probably going to be there too.
Goddamn right, we're going to be there. We're going to be there with bells and whistles on.
I'm going to have a crease going up my leg with the pants. It's going to be like Matthews isn't going to know what to do.
As long as it ain't no thrill.
Thrill. It's going to be Brooks Brothers.
It's going to be cold too, man.
I'm the Godfather.
Hey, I know that. You know it's going to be cold.
Yeah, I got to talk to you offline. We're going to have an outside radio station.
I just want to let you know it's going to be cold.
We'll do what we got to do.
Yeah, we do what we got to do. I'll tell you offline about that radio thing. But
all right.
Yeah. All right. It's 202-470-6738. You can call in. If you're watching, remember, I know some of y'all are engaged in conversation and listen to us talk, and we love that. If you have something to say, let us know. But we ask you to share the show. Share the show, because I want people
Please.
I want people to hear Hutch Bailey Jr. I want people to hear Stacey Rush. I want y'all to hear them, because the mainstream media won't give them time. They won't put them on the major networks so you can hear what regular people like us have to say. They keep on putting on the same people saying the same dang thing that they've been saying for the last 8 years. You have the same people that were against Donald Trump still on TV. Now, I figured that was going to happen. I figured that the same people, but I don't think it's going to be long, okay? Because I think they're going to be there to call out whenever he does something wrong. But when it turns into gold, then they're going to be looking stupid again. And then it's going to be us to start shying away from the mainstream media, because right now I see the end of the mainstream media. I see Donald Trump reaching out to a whole lot of the other alternative medias to get his point across. I don't see him doing a whole lot of he doesn't have to do a whole lot of press conferences. If he wanted to, he could have a Google Hangout, just like and don't say he can, because Obama did. Obama had at least 2 Google Hangouts while he was president. So don't say that he can't have a Google Hangout and talk to people on a regular basis, because he can. He can get out his information a whole lot quicker than anybody. All he has to do is put a camera in front of him, and he's not shy from getting in front of a camera. He get in front of that camera. He tell the the American people what they want, what they need to hear, what's happening. I'm having problems with Senator such and such over here, and this senator over here is trying to attach this stuff to this bill, and I'm saying no. And I wanted to come before y'all and let y'all know what's going on.
I agree 100% with that. Yeah. I think he's going to do that too. I've been thinking about that, Wayne. Mm-hmm. When Paul Ryan and these globalists get in there and try to sabotage his whatever he wants to push forward, I see him doing it. I see him calling out the Republicans. Much more important than calling out the Democrats, because they don't have any power. But he's going to do that with Republicans. I think that's a good strategy.
Yeah, and I mean, look, I hope that they elect Keith Ellison as DNC.
Inshallah.
Yeah, I hope they do. I told you, I will leave I will switch parties with the quickest and campaign for him to be elected as DNC chair and then switch back. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
Stacey,
with you. I hope they
go ahead.
I hope they continue to go on. I really do. Keep going in that leftist direction. Keep thinking that they don't have anything to change, just like the Republicans did. And that's why we ended up with a Donald Trump, an outsider, because people are sick of Washington.
Right.
And I think he's going to do a great job. I think he is really going to speak to the American people directly, much more so than we've ever seen a president do before. And I think it's going to work because he's going to be able to get his message out there.
Exactly. We have 937. We have 937 calling in. 937. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Kim calling from Ohio.
Hi, Kim. Go ahead.
Yeah, how are you guys tonight? Are you excited?
Hutch, are you
Very.
excited? Yeah. Stacy?
I am thrilled to the gills.
There we go. 100%.
I'm telling
pumped
you
up.
what, I've been singing ever since about 5:30 and Texas decided
You're
to
on,
do
dear.
what they did. It's over as far as,
Alrighty then.
legally goes, but I have a feel. I'm just wondering what their next scheme is going to be.
Oh, you mean the
I'm
liberals?
sure probably in the next 48 hours we'll hear a new scandal that
Right.
pops up or a new way about it. But I have a theory here, and this is it. They're going through the 5 stages of grief as a group in a way, and some of them are a little slower than others, but they had their denial right after. Then they had their anger with the protests and the riots. Then they got into bargaining with the recounts and begging, and they hate the Republicans, but they were begging with them and we stand with you, we respect you, like we would want their respect, or it was crazy. And now they'll go into depression, and I have a feeling, I don't know when they're going to hit acceptance, but the 5 stages of grief, that's what I was thinking, and I'll let you go and let you talk.
The 5 stages of grief. Okay.
Yes, the 5 stages of grief. That's what it is.
All right.
And they're in the
she's
bargaining stage.
Absolutely onto something there. Absolutely 100%. The only thing is that the real activist leftists, I don't think they ever get to acceptance.
No, never.
And that's going to be the problem.
And that'll be our job. We'll deal with them every night from now on. Because that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
The real work starts right now.
Exactly.
Now it's time to move forward and get stuff changed. And we're going to be there every inch of it.
Look, I've already danced my jig. I've already done the robot. I did the Elephant Man, the Running Man. I've done.
You did the robot.
I did all my dancing. I'm ready to go to work. I'm ready to go to work. I am ready to try to help bring this country back, and I will do whatever I needed to do. I will say whatever I need to say, and I'll call out whoever I need to call out. Because in 2018, listen, I don't want y'all to lose sight that we can pick up a lot of seats in the House and in the Senate in 2018. But they have to be the right candidate. They have to be conservative. They can't be like Paul Ryan. They can't be like Lindsey Graham. They can't be like that. We have to pick the right people. We have to elect the right people and get them in there. So because I'm sure that the Democrats are going to try to filibuster a couple things, but if we can get Trump to 2018 to get a supermajority, all bets are off then. All bets are off. Y'all agree?
I do. No, I think that we have a lot of work to do right now. And Stacy and Wayne and I are going to do it. Every initiative that he comes out with, If I agree with it, which I think I will,
right,
we'll go forward. If he starts screwing up, man, we're his worst enemy.
Oh, I see sprinkles.
Absolutely.
Out, huh?
And that's something that we can't do is stop at this point. And I think that is one thing that we all have to remember. And you guys will all sound like a broken record after a while on Monday nights about this. But if the leftists are one thing, they will not accept and they will not give up, and they don't give up. And so it is going to be incumbent upon us to remain active and engaged. My biggest fear is that we get the economy booming and people are busy and productive and back into their daily lives. People tend to act when they're in pain. We can never stop acting and being an engaged part of our government, because that is the only way that our government will succeed for us. And the Democrats know that we typically will go back to sleep once things get better. And I encourage everyone out there to just not do that.
Because we did it once. We did it after Ronald Reagan, and we allowed George H.W. Bush to come in and dismantle everything that Ronald Reagan did. And he did it strategically. I mean, it was something that's the reason he was in. And we allowed that to happen, and we allowed feckless Republicans to be in charge of things all the way up until today.
Right.
Today we take it back, and we're going to really change things.
Who do we got? We got 805 on the line. 805, go ahead.
We got Rocky from California here. Wayne, you said you're a graphic designer, right?
Yeah.
Can you please find a better design for the Air Force sweatshirt? Because you can't compete with the Eagle Globe and Anchor. You got to have more pride.
Hey,
come on now.
Hey, I love my Air Force stuff, man. I love my Air Force stuff. I was like, okay,
I just had to.
I was like, so where is he going with this?
As a Marine, I just had to call in and give you some crap. So
yeah.
I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm waiting for First Sergeant to call and give me some crap too.
You know what I thought about when he called and said that is, I remember growing up remember when TV used to shut off, like at a certain time,
midnight.
The Air Force would come out with that whatever it was, and they show those jets flying, and man, I used to really be proud.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, I'm an
Army guy.
It was a Star Spangled Banner is what they played.
Nah, but there was another one they played too. I can't remember. What's the Air Force song? It's not Anchors Away. Obviously, that's the Navy, but there was one that they played, man, the Air Force one that was just like, da 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 da.
Off we go into the
yeah.
Flying high into the sky.
And they showed that jet flying, and it was like, oh man, I was 6 years old and I was saluting.
Yeah, man. You know? I mean, but that's when, honestly,
that's America.
Yeah, that was America, man. Look, I remember growing up, listening to I had a little transistor radio. I used to fall asleep to it. That mean I had to get new batteries every other couple days. But I used to fall
9-volt.
Yeah. But there was this song that used to that I memorized: baseball, hot dog, apple pie, and Chevrolet. I was like, that's America, man.
I was with you. Mine looked like a Sunoco gas pump. My transistor radio, that one that was about as big as a pack of cigarettes. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. I used to put that thing by my ear and just go to sleep with it at night. You know, just listening to all of the songs and stuff. And on the weekends, I used to be able to get stations in Pennsylvania.
Right.
I used to get stations.
KDKA.
Yeah.
I used to use that radio, and I used to listen to the Pirates beat the Orioles, man. It was great.
I don't want to talk about this no more. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it no more.
Clearly, I am.
Because
I'm a little younger than what you are.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
that's our young Georgia Peach right there.
Yeah. I want to talk baseball with.
We beat the Braves too, but they beat us way more times than we beat them. The Braves decimated the Pirates.
Well, I know this. After Pittsburgh came back and beat Baltimore in the late '70s, I didn't hear from Pittsburgh for for years after that.
No, 23 to be exact.
Yeah, see, and we won a World Series.
They were rebuilding for 23. That's right. They were rebuilding for 23 years.
Mm-hmm. We're talking baseball.
It was a drought. Well, right, because football, we always, let's not even go there.
That's the real deal.
Oh man, Dallas Cowboys, baby, 12-2.
I'm telling you, and none of this soccer stuff. Sorry for the international,
soccer.
But I'm just not a big fan.
I ain't no soccer either.
That's a girl sport. That's
no
offense, Stacey.
No offense, chicks.
Look, I hated learning soccer in school. Look, I just wanted to go and kick the ball.
We called it kickball.
Yeah.
All you got to do is run, man. I mean, it's like, why am I playing this?
Got tired of that. You standing over there in the corner, and you got one guy running around the ball.
Yeah.
Like Indy 500. You just running around the ball, and everybody just standing looking, picking up grass and looking at it.
And they're throwing out like red cards and blue cards. It's like, what's that?
Yeah,
I kicked the ball and like I worked my butt off getting all the way down the field, and one moron on the other side kicks it, and I got to run down the whole other side of the field. No,
he's like, what is this? Vegas?
Yeah, I'm done with this.
You're like, what it is? What is this? Vegas or something?
This is not American. This is European. Let's quit playing it.
I mean, y'all need. And there's another thing too. I like Great Britain. I do. I like England. But y'all need to learn how to make eggs and cheese. Because when I was over there, I got room service. I said, can I get some scrambled eggs or cheese? Man, that stuff looked like they brought it upstairs. It looked like you could suck it through a straw, man. I was like, these are running. These don't even want to be here. These want to run in the Olympics. They were so running. Man,
they got a problem with fire, man. They don't know how to apply the fire to the food.
Oh, that's what it is. Well, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the Wayne Dupree Show here on RSBN TV, also on Periscope. And for those that were listening on Spreaker, I apologize. My computer went out again. Hopefully we'll be able to do something with that in the new year. Won't we? You thing down there. I still don't know what happened to it, but whatever. Hey, Stacey, how can people reach out to you on social media?
God, I just lost my train.
Whoa, man.
Sorry about that, y'all. You can reach me at DiscoveringMe40 on Twitter and The Right Rush on Gab.
Oh, you on Gab now?
I am.
See, that's messed up. She didn't even tell us, Hutch. Did she tell you?
Hey, I'm trying to get on Gab, too. I just don't get over there, but I have to.
Okay, all right. Well, Hutch, how can people reach out to you on social media?
Hey, I'm Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook and Gab, and Berg's Eye View on Twitter. Thanks, everybody.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hold on.
I just saw something like go from right to left right in front of me.
Something's important.
No, I don't see anybody, but I saw something go from...
It's not that coat rack over to your right that's...
No, man. It's
not that?
No, it was in the darkness. It just went right to left. But there was
slipping into darkness, remember that?
Whatever. That was weird, man. I mean, it went like that. Okay. You can contact me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Gab. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. And ladies and gentlemen, we are out. God bless you all. And we will see you tomorrow night here at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. God bless you all, like I said. And Hutch, I'll see you tomorrow night. Stacey.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you next week. God bless. We're out.